Hello readers! We are going to show you how to write long off of your first Stop and Jot from A River Ran Wild. Before we begin, you're definitely going to need your first Stop and Jot. So you would just get out your chart. And the second thing you need is the slide that says Ways to Push My Thinking Thought Prompts. We want you to use these thought prompts to help you extend your writing. And I'm going to read through them quickly, but as I do, I want you to be thinking, how many times when I'm actually talking, when you are actually talking, or someone else, when they're telling you a story, are they using thought prompts to extend their thoughts, to extend their ideas and give details? Because I believe most people do. This makes me think, in other words, that is, the important thing about this is, as I'm saying this, I'm realizing this is giving me the idea that an example of this is, this shows, another example of this is, this connects to, on the other hand, this connects with, I used to think, but now I think. Some people think, but I think. Okay, so those are our thought prompts. And as you see my writing, I'm going to show you my first Post-it note, my first Stop and Jot. I wrote Nash-A-Way River. Remember, we did our first Stop and Jot before the Nash-A-Way was renamed. So I wrote, Nash-A-Way River sounds like perfect habitat for wildlife and native people. Water so clean and clear that humans can drink. Can we drink it today? NP, native people are respectful of the land and animals. I want you to know when I do Stop and Jots that I have to abbreviate. I cannot keep up when I'm reading and then I want to stop and jot. So I definitely use abbreviations. And sometimes I miss my little words in between a sentence, so because it's just a jot. So I started off, the Nash-A-Way River, and I'm going to abbreviate it obviously with NR, is a healthy, beautiful river where fish and animals come to eat and drink. The water is so clear and clean that the native people drink it and cook with it without worrying about anything. The pebbled bottom must be river rocks that are different colors, smooth and rounded from all the years the water has run over them. Now, I'm going to stop there for a moment. I want you to notice that when I'm saying from all the years, that I used all the years because the timeline took us back to, I think, year 7,000 and then went forward. And then I also wanted you to notice where I'm putting in my own little opinion. I should say, it seems like there was nothing to worry about back then because I'm thinking today, no one's wanting to drink the river water. Okay, everything highlighted in yellow is me using the thought prompts. The important thing about this is that the environment, Mother Nature, only had to share itself with respectful people like the Native Americans. Here comes another one. I know this because Lynn Cherry explained how the Native Americans asked for forgiveness when they killed an animal. Notice how I slipped in my evidence. Next one. This makes me think about the rivers I have walked and fished in. Located in Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Rivers in those states look similar. They all look clean, clear, and peaceful, just like they probably looked back in the 1400s. I wonder if native people settled along the banks of them like the Nashua. I have to look up the Nashua River to see exactly where it is in New Hampshire. What if I actually walked and fished in it? Okay, so you notice that I had used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different thought prompts to keep me going, because I'm telling you, when I started writing, I stopped because I got my first thought out, and then I said, so now what? And as soon as I looked at that chart, I scooped up, the important thing. And I'm telling you, these thought prompts just keep the ideas coming and you extending your thinking, going right back to the book and continuing your ideas. Why we ask you to write long, you may be asking, is because of this. You start building theories around big ideas that you try to prove. And that is exactly what we want you to be doing, so we can figure out how many different themes might be in this book. So this is what you're going to be thinking about. How am I growing my ideas? What is most important for me to be thinking about? Okay, so good luck. Focus on your first Post-it note, your first stop and jot, and we'll see you tomorrow.